Hello everybody, welcome to the Chronicle of MarketGurus.tv. My name is Christian Charlo. Today we're Wednesday, January 28, 2015. Today folks, we had the FOMC announcement. What the Fed said is that they're going to remain patient before hiking interest rate. Normally we would have thought that an announcement like that would actually create some optimism in the market and market would have surged. But the opposite happened. And if we take a look at the market situation here, we have the S&P 500 that could easily come and retest that bottom of January 16 here or December 16 on the S&P 500. The sector that actually was the leader in that decline was the energy sector. And the energy sector decline followed the decline of oil. For the first time, we actually have oil that's reaching $44.35. USO, which is an ETF that tracks oil, is actually making a new low and starting a breakdown by clearly breaking down that support. So it's definitely negative. Two ways to trade that decline in the energy sector. Those are some ETF that are really active. There's first of all SCO, which is actually clearly making a breakout, clearly making an all-time high, getting out of that sideways formation, which is bounded by 104 and 89.36. So if you're getting in on SCO though, the trend is your friend. So you should continue to hold on to that ETF as long as it remains above $97.08. DWTI is also another ETF, except that it makes less volume than SCO, but it's also an alternative. And if you're getting in today on DWTI on New York, 165 should be your exit point on that ETF. Concerning the energy sector, on the Canadian side, as well as the American side, it's starting a bearish cycle. Where could that bearish cycle end? Well, we believe that the bearish cycle on the energy sector on the Canadian side could actually stabilize or stop around 197 points. What strategy could you favor to benefit from that bearish cycle? You could either go in with some stocks or you could actually go in with some ETF. And one ETF to do that is HED. I'll have the good one here. Let me get the good one for you here. HED on the TSX. So that's a bearish ETF that will actually allow you to track the bearish momentum of the energy sector. However, whenever the energy sector on the Canadian side reaches 198 points, that's a point where on HED you should actually take some profit. Right now the thing is HED is already surging by 9%, so there's still a big loss potential because normally you should have get out below that support at 1594, but from 1720 to 1594 it's more than 15% as a loss potential. So you have to take that into account if you're also buying HED today on the weakness of the energy sector. On the US, the sector is also starting a bearish cycle. What could be the target for that bearish cycle? We could stop around 611 points. One ETF to track that is ERY, already surging at 11.91%. So whenever you have the energy sector that is testing 610 points on the US side, you have to take some profit on your positions on ERY. Overall, folks, if we take a look at the energy sector situation on the US as well as the Canadian side, we see that there's maximum of 5% potential before those sectors reaches their bottom of January 16. So in terms of short potential on some stocks, there are not a lot of them. But on MarketGurus.tv, that you can have access for free for 10 days just by clicking at the link below, we actually have recommended one stock on MarketGurus.tv, and that stock is actually SPN. So SPN is a clear short positions. Target for SPN 1750. We actually prefer to recommend a half position, which means you should not go for a full position, and exit point is at 2353. So a short position, do not open a full one, a half one, 1750 to take a first profit on that stock, and 2038 to actually close that short positions. So overall, after the FOMC announcement, a weakness on the markets, SPY could test its January 16 support. Concerning the sectors that are actually weak, the energy sector is leading the decline. Oil is making an all-time low. SCO or DWTI are some ETF to track that. For the energy sector on the Canadian side, HED, but as I said, when the sector reaches 195, take some profit on HED. And for the energy sector in the US, whenever it reaches 614, take some profit on ERY on New York. And as a short opportunity, the best pick that we have on MarketGurus.tv is SPN. So that's it, folks. I wish you a good trading. You can always chat with us on Facebook, Twitter, share your strategies, and never forget, the more money you make, the happier we are. See you next week.